shows a human-ish hand. I say ish, there's some bad Photoshop going on there. You know, sitting here in front of this, and I still have no idea how I'm going to do this review, these were sent to me from Lightake, and these are not for me, these are for children, or I guess I would call them casuals, because I am not one. I'm pretty sure I could destroy one of these with a blaster, and you know I'm gonna try to do that, but it's still something that's vaguely interesting that I thought I'd do a video on, because it's different. There's two of them here, again, sent from me from Lightake. These are targets. Apparently, they have distinctive music, precision skill, and top speed shoot. They are operated by batteries, and they're both very similar, and I say that by, I guess they are made by the same company, and they include the same blaster, although they're completely different, like, actual targets, and they're completely different aesthetics. This one being Dark Wars, shooting games glow-in-the-dark series, more glow after more shine, and then Space Wars, which is this thing. You know this is gonna be great. You know this is gonna be good, and I have absolutely no idea what to expect in here. To be fair, I have not looked at the price of these on Lightake's website. I assume they will be reasonable, but I don't want to be like, flickin', this is $30, I wouldn't buy that, because this is not for me. So I think the only way I can do this fairly is by, you can check out the link in the description if you like this kind of thing and you want to buy one, because I am definitely, I'm gonna try to break this. That's about the only thing I could do. We might as well just start with the Space Wars, the best welcome gifts for the children, the contest desktop games interactive space shooting. Comes with bullet clip, which is always interesting. Always need to have bullet clips, and this is music function of music. This is gonna be really annoying, huh? The chap on the cover looks kinda like, kinda Dead Spacey, with some pretty bad Photoshop to, get the actual blaster into his hand. And other than that, besides the fact that it requires, I believe, 3 AA's, to assure a like and a new appearance indefinitely, there's not a whole lot going on here. Nothing really on the sides, just, kind of the same thing over and over. And it feels like a Lego set inside. There's lots of little moving pieces. Oh, it was supposed to be... Well then, that's not a bad little setup, so I'm going to look at the blaster first. I don't think this is made for human hands. That is really small. We have been giving a lot of guff to the World Tech Warriors stuff, which is very similar to this. Very clicky trigger. Huh, it's got a little bit of a pop to it. And tons of darts! Tons of FVJs. That's super, super safe. Let's see if it will... What the heck? Oh my. Huh. It's actually got a little pop into it. And we'll certainly see how much that actually fires here in a moment. The paint scheme on the blaster is very good, if you can take a look at that. Lots of color separation with the orange, the black, and the gray. And honestly, a not bad little design. It's certainly something different. I doubt you will see anybody else with one of these at your Nerf war, but hey, it's a thing. Here is the bullet clip, as they put that, which could be a relatively useful piece. Depending on how well this holds darts, it holds them very tightly, which is both a good and a bad thing. But, hey, it works, and that is not clipping onto any kind of belt or anything. There is absolutely nothing there to actually hold that anywhere. But it does plug in... Oh. Well, that's a thing. Again, I can't be too judgmental. And then you get lots of pieces, and I don't think there were any instructions. No, there's no instructions, so you just kind of have to figure out how this is going to work from the pieces you have in here. Okay, these are, I see, these are actually little pop-out target things. And then these make that spinny thing, and here's the actual bass. Oh, they need a screwdriver for this, really? I don't see an option to turn off music. Well, it technically works, it technically goes together, so not a whole lot wrong there. Just a space shooting arrow vang target. Sure, why not? I just want to know what music's going to be on this thing. It's just a shame there doesn't seem to be an option to turn it off. I have no idea what that music is. I'm sure it's somewhat familiar to someone, but I have no idea. So the idea is you have to shoot through this thing in order to hit the targets. And having no ability to turn off that music is a really bad idea. I'm seeing a problem already. Oh, that worked out really well. Through the middle. Okay. Really? Well, the thing does actually physically work. If there is a minute amount of skill to it, there is some gameplay to be had. The ability to not turn off the music is really freaking annoying, and the music is pretty, it's like a 15-second loop by the sounds of it that just goes over and over and over and over. I think my biggest issue, and some of these actually did work perfectly fine. When I hit them, they rocketed out the back, and maybe these weren't just plugged in all the way. I'm gonna give it one more shot to see if they still just fall out if I miss them. Because if they do just fall out when you miss them, then there's no point to them. But when you actually do hit the little targets and they come rocketing out the back, that's really fun. It is really cool to see that happen, but it also means you have to go find them and pick them back up, which can be pretty annoying. Dark Wars Shooting Games Glow in the Dark series. Popular game all over the world. I've never heard of it. Can't be that popular. I mean, technically I do miss stuff all the time, but with me being kind of, this is my job, usually I know about this kind of stuff, but this is a different yet kind of the same kind of target thing. This is a large rotating target by the looks of it, with little tiny targets sitting off to the side, about 6 of them, and we have our same space chap here now with a different pistol photoshopped into his hands, and although I say different, it is clearly the same thing, and it features distinctive music, precision skill, and top speed shoot. And on the back of it, we actually do get something different. Shows a human-ish hand. I say ish, there's some bad Photoshop going on there, of what you actually get to see. Now, you can't really see all that well. Maybe you can, but, oh, man. This is why I love these kind of Chinese products. These are totally Spartans in armor from, like, Halo 5 or something like that. I mean, I don't recognize the game because I haven't played Halo in so long, but I can plainly recognize when it's, like, Halo, and that is definitely, like, somebody took screenshots of Halo and put them on stickers and stuff like that. What's in the box could be completely different from what's on the box, by the way, but that is just too funny. And a little bit better is the fact that it has this little chart down here, which they tend to do with these kinds of things, because people like stat bars for some reason. Lethality, shooting, distance, crits. This thing can critical, apparently. Random crits, probably. Attack speed, and continuous. The fact that this is a front-loading single-shot pistol, most of these don't make any sense. Like, distance, okay, fine. Lethality? Really? This thing gonna kill somebody? Maybe I shouldn't be doing a video on this, or maybe I should with YouTube, how it's going nowadays. Well, we got ourselves some, weird green plastic. It's literally stickers! let's take a look at the pistol. It is the same thing, and now we can see the internals. We don't actually have to take it apart to realize that it has one of the world's smallest plunger tubes. I don't know how well you can see that. There's apparently a plunger tube in there. Oh yeah, that is awesome. This is very similar to the Worldtech Warrior stuff. Very similar. This might even be a reshell of one of those blasters. I have no idea. And it does come with the bullet clip, which it does not say anywhere on the box that it comes with. There we go. Now we're right at home. We've got ourselves some apparently glow-in-the-dark FVJs. I will have to confirm or deny this. And interesting enough, it says that this one only takes 2 AA's, which I don't know why, when the last one required a motor and played music, that it required 3. And this one apparently only requires 2, or maybe the box is lying to me. When it comes to this kind of stuff, I can never tell. I did drop one of the darts on the ground, but that's fine since it doesn't give us enough to actually fill up the bullet clip anyway. And you get this weird thing that looks like a, like one of those Amazon Alexa kind of things.
Wait, I want to try. Alexa, what time is it?
It's time for tag back.
You actually don't have to yell at it, okay?
Alright, we got this. You'll have to pardon me if I don't use these stickers. I really want to use these for some kind of meme. Oh, they're magnetic. Well, that's kind of spiffy. Okay, let's, okay. Let's see if we can actually fit something in here. So, not that anybody will believe you down in the comment section, but take your bets if you think that this will have different music. And then similarly have a bet to see if the music is something that's actually copyrighted. I'm assuming that's how these go. Alright. Where is the power switch? Oh, it's on the back. Let's see what this actually is. It's the same music. Well, that's disappointing. I was hoping for something wacky. It just vacuum sealed that dart. That is strangely satisfying. Yeah, you doing okay? I guess variable speed on the target would actually make it more challenging. I don't know. Besides the fact that it just seems to fall apart when I pick it up, this is a lot more fun than the other one for some reason. It's way more consistent, and it requires less batteries. And it's not this one. They're both pretty cool, to be honest. But I definitely think I like the green one more. These blasters are really interesting. There's another one. Vacuum sealed darts as well. That's not something you generally see. Doesn't seem like it does. Let's put that in there just a little bit. No, it doesn't. But this one is an absolute maniac on the dance floor. It's just, oh yeah! That's just... That's the kind of quality you can't get nowadays. And they hit really hard. I really wonder how hard these things are shooting. We'll definitely have to take these to the chronograph, but that is just... Well, I'm having fun now, but the question is, will they Caliburn? Should be mentioned, it most likely won't survive this. That's not to say it's a bad product. It wasn't built with this in mind. But we're gonna have some fun anyway. Well, I think I won. Amazingly, it's still spinning. Let's give it one more shot to the heart, see if it can do it.
Critical!
That might have killed it. So, surprising literally no one. A shot to the heart completely killed this thing. So don't shoot it with something super powerful. I wouldn't call it better. I think the spinny one with the Halo guys was a little more fun, but that one, a little more durable. All right, the chronograph doesn't seem to want to work right now for some reason, so we're gonna do the old range test with these things. It is worth noting the darts are slightly shorter than Elite darts, which is kind of standard for these kind of Chinese toys. I don't know why they do that, but they do. Let's see how well these work. And again, I would say remarkably admirable. They're not like Fire Strikes or anything like that. But they keep up with the, what was the thing I reviewed recently as I shoot a dart onto the top? They certainly keep up with that Optimus Prime blaster, if not a little bit better with an angle. This is the weaker of the two, I feel. And it's doing okay. I'm more interested to see what the other one does. Like, this one... yeah, it works. I mean, it's serviceable. It's a lot better than some other things I've reviewed in the past. Let's try it with this. Vacuum load. And yeah, it looks to be that this might actually... it's more consistent, but it doesn't seem to be a whole lot more powerful. Let's try priming it ahead of time. Woo! Not terrible, not great. They are completely serviceable little pistols, but they're nothing that you really need to, like, it's not a hidden gem or anything like that. This one didn't come away unscathed either. The white plastic part here at the top is actually cracked in two places, but it's cool because it's cracked with like an orange streak. So like one of these things or something must have ricocheted and hit it or something, and I can't find the one of, who knows where it's at now. This is pretty nifty. So here's the backdrop of the trees that I was shooting at. I'm actually cheating going around here. Here's the actual range. And I did manage to find the missing little orange thing on the opposite side, all the way over here. Which is great, because now I can actually take a picture of the thumbnail, because I didn't do that before I shot the thing. It's actually cracked. Wow, don't mess with a Caliburn. This is a thing. I'm not going to say they're a bad product. They're just not something that somebody like me would find useful, but it is nifty. They are somewhat skill-based. I think the green one, which glows in the dark, and it does glow in the dark to a degree, and the darts do glow in the dark, works a little bit better. However, this one is a little more fun, I think. So it kind of is up to you. These are not something that I think I need, because I have people to shoot, but this ain't bad. If you're like a kid or you're an office worker or something, this could be pretty useful, although it's severely diminished by the fact that you can't turn off that music. You're gonna want to like open it up and snip the wires to the like actual speaker or something, because other than that, it's pretty darn nifty. I don't know if I can say everybody needs to get one, but if you thought this was cool and you could do with one, and if the price is right, you could probably do with one if the price is right. So thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Walcom S7. Of course, I hope to see you in an entirely different video. This was pretty different in my opinion.